Morning, everybody. I do another video this morning. Hopefully, we can catch our friend Ashley this time. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chat for any and all that want to come to talk. I'm ready. I'm ready for spring, and I'm ready for that new baby, Emma Sue. Emma Sue ought to be here in the next couple of weeks. A new life, a new beginning. Can't wait to see my second granddaughter. We were up there last week for the baby shower, and Emma Sue looks like she's gonna be a tiny little thing like her big sister was, but everything looks good. Everybody's healthy. Maddie and Emma are healthy. They're all doing good. But I'm just so excited. So excited. Wake and bake with you guys. Yeah, it's just so exciting. Think about that baby coming. But then you sit back and you go, she's coming into this world, though. She's coming into this world the way stuff is right now. And I'm not happy about that. I wish it was a better world for her. I tried. I guess I tried. Did I do what I could? Well, Alexander, how are you this morning? I have not spoken to him since then. I called him, left him a message, texted him, and he's never contacted me back. And so I don't know, one of them deals. I upstairs where he was staying, he still got a bunch of clothes and stuff up there, all kinds of stuff up there. He still got a bunch of stuff. I hadn't thrown it out yet, but I'm getting close. I don't want to. I feel bad. He's got a couple of plastic bags full of family pictures and stuff. Hang on, guys. There you go, Baxter. Sorry. Baxter was outside. But to answer your question, no, haven't seen or heard anything from him. I did try to call him, left him a message, left him a text. He never called me back. I don't know. I've been cleaning out my garages slowly. And I think here in the next couple of weeks, I'll go up there upstairs and I'm going to put all of his stuff in trash bags and be done with it. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, when it comes to Alan and I, there for a long time, it was fine. It was all good. We learned from each other a whole bunch, but and yeah, I'm first to admit when I'm wrong. People warned me. People told me, hey, be careful, watch out. This guy's not who he says he is. Well, he sure twisted off on me. Well, Alexander, that touches my heart. I appreciate that you say that because I enjoyed it too. We had a good group going there for a while, and I guess what do you say? COVID hit. I moved. Things, kind of got discombobulated, and then he really, I don't know. When we got out here, I started doing less and less of his shows because he wanted He wanted his message. Okay, so I started backing off, letting him do his own shows. And then he blew it. And he blew it big time. And when I don't even watch his videos anymore. I don't know if you do, Alexander, or not. But when I watch him, I can't hardly watch it anymore because of the personal thing. And when he talks, is what I see. And hey, I thank Alan so much. He opened my eyes to, post-millennial. And, I do truly believe that is where we're at. I had always been taught, the basic theologies of we're still waiting on Jesus Christ to return. We're still, still got to keep hand to the plow. And I always felt uneasy about that. I always felt like this is really, I don't make a lot of sense, man. Why would Jesus Christ tell so many people? Verily I say unto you, verily I say unto you, this generation will not pass till the prophecy is fulfilled. You see the Son of Man coming. I just know I'd always felt uneasy about that. I always had a little in the back of my mind. I have a question mark over to the side going, that's just 2,000 years, Wow, why would they wait 2,000 years and still not come back? Yeah, thanks. I guess I don't know that. I appreciate you saying that, but he definitely needs a handler. You can sure get a lot more information across when you have somebody to handle him. That's true. But I'm gonna say it this way. I learned what I needed to learn from Alan, and I appreciate what I did learn. That really, like I said, that got me into a whole new mindset with the way I worship God, the way I worship, the way I interact with God. Because I was on a focus over here, and the focus is here, and they've got us focused over here and over here, but not on that narrow path. And that was what I appreciated about meeting Alan and our time we spent together. It was all fun until he lost his shit. It was all fine until he bugged out on me, man. I know, right, Alexander? I mean, every time I watch these Tartarian videos, truther videos, whatever it may be, they all, for me, are just talking right, perfectly done. They're laying everything out. Here's melted from a fervent heat. Here's a black layer of soil on every continent, on the realm. There's this and there's that and there's unexplained. And this points to something happened. Something happened. Something big happened. Something real big happened somewhere. And, a reset, was there. That's what kills me is like, was there a flood? Was there a fire? Yes, there was. It's called Armageddon. No, you didn't hijack the topic. You think I sit down here and have a topic? I don't sit down with a topic. Well, I kind of had a topic. My granddaughter. I mean, I always think about them. We talked to him last night for a little bit, and that little Lulu, She's growing fast. They're so amazing. But I'm glad you brought him up. I guess I'm going to try and call him again. I assume he has his same phone number. I don't know if he ever watches my videos, but Alan, if you ever check in on my videos at the 12:51 mark, call me or get over here and get your stuff, or I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to toss it. You know? I know you got some nice knives up there you left. You got some of your all of your clothes are there. I don't know if you took any clothes. You got a lot of shit up there. So come get it. All is well. I won't shoot you. I'll let you on the property. But this is the thing. I know it's gonna happen. Dling, we're gonna get the call. Maddie's going to the hospital. You know, looks like this is the beginning. And of course, it's an 8-hour drive for us. And we'll head up there. And I'll get there. And we'll get sleep. And I'll wake up. And the next day, my phone's going to ring. Ding. Hey, Tommy, this is Felipe, man. Your truck's ready. Come get it. It will. My new granddaughter will come and my truck restored will come all at the same time. It'll be a great day of celebration. But the truck will have to wait. It'll have to wait till I get back. I'm getting excited about that too. I still hadn't picked my color. Still hadn't picked it. That's tough. Actually, I've never had a vehicle painted different than what it already was. So I didn't have to even think about it. I just didn't even think about it. So now I got to decide what I want this truck to look like for the rest of its life. And that's hard. That's hard because you only do it once. You get one shot. And that's the color you got to deal with. I'm leaning towards 3 different colors. One of the 3. A dark, like gun barrel gray, a dark black cherry, or a dark forest green. I'm leaning towards the green. I like green. Green's probably my favorite color. If I was going to have to be nailed down on it. Green's my favorite color. So I'm excited about my truck. What else am I excited about? Oh, we got new neighbors across the street. And it is, thank you, Lord. They're from Amarillo. So, you know, we're from the same, chewed a lot of the same dirt. They chewed it before I got it, but we're in the same West Texas region. Nice people, young couple, no kids. Got a couple of dogs. I went and said, hey. I didn't offer them a head off the one hitter. I didn't offer them any weight or anything. We'll get to that later. We'll see what kind of people they are. Yeah, a spring baby. Well, it's funny because my brother's birthday is March 13th. And my son-in-law's, I want to say, is like March 23rd. And my dad's is March 26th. And everybody's going, my birthday. Have it on my birthday. Oh, yeah. The positive vibrations that are hopefully, yeah, about March 13th. Spring is springing. It's springing. And all that energy's out there. All that good energy's out there. It's starting. It's getting there. And that baby's just going to bring more of that beautiful energy and vibration to this planet. Yeah, we're hoping she's at least 5 pounds. Like I said, I think I said before, Lulu was 5 pounds 7 ounces, 5'11". Let's say like 5'11", and yeah, yeah, little babies, and that's what's Maddie and Adam aren't little people. Adam's 5'11", close to 200 pounds. Maddie's 5'6", 150-pound girl. She ain't no chubby, but she's a nice, good sized girl. you know, she ain't like her mama, 5'3", 5'2". But yeah, little petite girls with curly hair. The the sonogram showed that Emma is just got just as much hair on her head as Addie did. And I knew Madison was going to do some different names. I knew she wasn't going to do Melissa and Sherry. She wasn't going to do normal basic names. But it's hard for an old person like me for names they never heard before, like Adeline. That's Adeline or Adeline. I don't know how she wants it said. But Adeline Louise and Emma Sue. Oh, my one hitter? Oh yeah, man. You never had a one hitter? This is the only way to go. And my spring broke, but it goes down in there. Let me see. I'll show you. This thing, man, I've had this thing for years. It is worn out. Almost. See, the lid closes. See that? And it's all tight. And then you go bank, open it up. And see, this one, my spring is worn out. But it has its own little place there it lives. See? Now I've got to get it. And it's got a poker to clean it out with. What's cool about this one. Herb or tobacco. You can smoke anything you want out of it, but I put herb in it. But if you can see, I don't know if you can see this edge right here. See, it's beat down because when I clean it, I go like that, and I got it all beat down because I've smoked so much out of it. Oh, this thing travels with me. Have one hitter will travel. Like before we go to Arkansas, I packed this full. Let's see, it's about this much of it is body that you can fill with your products. And I fill that up, and it lasts 4 days. Lasts 4 days. I have other stuff. I have like a little pipe. I don't like pipes. Alan bought that pipe. It's still hanging around. I don't like pipes. You can order one of these online. Let me see the names on the bottom. You can order them online. They're really good. They last. They make wooden ones. I've had wooden ones before, but they don't last. These last. Let me see. Oh, we'll tell you here on the bottom. Yeah. It's called Dugout Dynasty. And I believe if you just type in dugoutdynasty.com, you'll find them. Yeah, I don't care for pipes. And I don't, unless there's a couple of 2 or 3 people, I don't care for smoking joints. So this is my deal. Yeah, look out Dugout Dynasty. They have several different kinds. And what's cool about these metal ones is until they wear out, it has a rubber gasket all the way around, so it seals tight in your pocket. But when you wear them out like I did, it's about time for me to order a new one. A friend of mine gave me this. My buddy James out in West Texas. He orders stuff like this all the time. I gave it to Alan, but he gave me one time. That was an all-in-one deal. Had its own lighter, had its own cleaner, had its own pipe, waterproof. It was about that big. What size is mine? Oh my gosh, what would I say? 3-inch. If that's what they show on there, 3-inch. You know, I mean, if you look at it, the one hitter's as long as my finger. You know, so not 3 inches. Yeah, I think this is the normal size. Now they'll probably make bigger, but I don't think they're gonna make smaller. I think this is probably the normal size. I've seen them bigger, but I've never seen them really much smaller. Yeah, that's pocket size. I carry it in my pocket. Yep, that sounds like the one. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, geez, you go to functions I have to go to with my wife, step outside, pull her out, take a hit, blow it out, head back in, all good. Heck, a lot of times I'll go to the facility bathroom, go in the stall. Take a hit just before I leave. Blow it in the exhaust fan and hurry out. But what's better nowadays is they have those vape pens. The last function we went to, I had a vape pen. And I do that just right there. Take a pull on it. Yeah, it is. It's easy peasy, man. You've never seen one. That's weird. That's weird. Now they have, I don't know if you've seen those, and I didn't like those either, but they got so many things out there. A friend of mine once had a pipe that one end came out, and you filled it with weed, and it had like a corkscrew, and as you smoked it, you just screwed it down. It was, what a mess. That was a mess. That thing just got caked up nasty and tasted terrible to smoke. He thought that was a good idea. And ones I saw in the past, little metal thing, had a rubber end on it, and it unscrew, and you put your weed in there, and you could smoke it. Yeah, the Irish is a little behind. Hey, y'all got drinking on us, though. I mean, y'all know a million ways to get drunk. Us, not much. But we, over the years, gosh, some of the pops I've seen. I still miss Bongzilla. We had Bongzilla in Oklahoma at our grow. I think it was about 2 foot high, 2.5 foot high. No, I don't mind a bong. They're just such a mess too. I'll stick to my one hitter. And my wife, if I tell her, oh, hey, grab my stuff. I left it on the table. She knows what I'm doing. I just grab my stuff. But that doesn't happen much. I don't go far without it. But yeah, dude, get you one. Hey, I don't drink much either. Yeah, and I've had friends and family over the years. I'll say, "What? What do you mean you don't drink much?" I'm like, "I don't. What have you ever seen me drink more than one or two beers or one or two drinks at a time when I'm with y'all? How much have you seen me go past that ever? Think back." Well, you drink. I'm like, I drink a couple, and that's it. I sure make them last, but they all, for some reason, they have these misconceptions of me. I think it's because I'm always so fun. They think I'm drunk, but I'm really just stoned. But this last week I got some sativa, and woo, yes, wow, the big difference. Right, I hadn't had any in a while. And then, if you can't go to the dispensary and pick off the shelf exactly what you're getting, off the street, most of the time you're getting indica. And I got a sativa. Man, I could tell after the first 2 or 3 hits. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. It helps my back so much. Last time I drank red wine, it gave me such bad indigestion and GERD. So I like wine, but it tears me up. It's just so acidic. Tears up my GERD. And Kathy likes. Yeah, I mean, what is up with that? Everybody just wants to indica. They want to get all stoned and just lay there on the couch and play video games. No, there's people out there like me that want some sativa, so I can get up and go clean my garage, so I can get up and do stuff. I don't like that indica crap. At least most of them these days are hybrids, so you can't get away from the hybrids. I mean, so many people, if you don't, I think you'll agree, Alexander, don't even understand the whole pharmacological aspects of cannabis and how if you get the right stuff, it does the thing you need. If you just go random into the indica realm, just something to get stoned, and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're looking for, you just want to get high, you'll take anything. But I discern, I want certain things because I don't want those experiences. I want this one. And I wish Texas would come around, because I would like nothing more than out there in that garage set me up a nice little grow of sativa and sell my little bit to a dispensary, never harvest, and keep a little for myself. But when I was in high school, they were saying, Texas will one day. And I was like, I don't think in my lifetime. It's a Bible Belt, baby. You couldn't sit down with the most intelligent of the religious community, I believe, and have an honest conversation with them where they would come out the other side actually have listened and understanding of what we're looking for. Not what the recreational side is, not what the stereotype is that you've always heard of. And them actually listen and come out the other side going, that is right. That is a an herb of God. It's God's herb. He made such a complicated plant that it'd be so misunderstood by the supposedly smartest generations, where the older generations knew its worth and used it wisely. But now, our double loosed leaders, what are we going to shorten it to? Because this is the end times of the devil loosed. The DL season, the short season, because that's where we're at, man. It don't make nothing else makes any sense. You can, yeah, the whole time. Well, that's the beauty of Hollywood. They put out all this propaganda against things, while the whole time, when the camera's not rolling or they're behind it, they're sitting back there smoking, snorting, shooting up pedophilia, pornography. They're sick. They're sick. At least there are a few actors coming out going, it's not who I am. I'm just acting. I'm an actor. It's not who I am. I played those roles, and I'm just acting. I loved it that what's his name didn't apologize for the movie Tropic Thunder, where all of a sudden they're trying to cancel those people over that movie. I was watching snippets of the 1980s Eddie Murphy Raw, and where he talks about the Cramdens, and he says straight up, what's his line? He says, there's some interesting characters that would have been funny if they were faggots. How about Ralph Cramden and and his buddy? And he does this whole act, and it's hilarious. And he can do that now. He can come out and go, well, what about these people? What if they were faggots? Oh my God. They'd lose their mind. Yeah, it's messed up with this whole timeline, isn't it? I agree. It's weird seeing the way things are going and knowing and understanding it, isn't it? Off kilter, like I said, my whole life, this whole story about any day, Christ could return. He's still going to return, and you're going, I always just had this weird feeling about it. Really? Man, that's playing quite the long game. I mean, granted, the Old Testament, from what they say about the timeline, was a couple of thousand years. But post Jesus Christ, I don't know that they meant to make it 2,000 more years. It just doesn't seem right, especially all the things that were said from the apostles to the Christ himself. You know what I'm talking about. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Especially when you couple with our known history. Boom. And how awful it's been. Just awful. Awful. At least the Bible talks about some righteous kingdoms. There's places you could go where they were righteous, man. This is a great place to be, man. At least they had that. We don't have that. We've got all the Sodom and Gomorrahs you want. We got all them Babylons. We got them all over. We got them in abundance. We've got all your sin and degradation. Just wow. Lots and lots of it. But we ain't got none of that. 7 churches got in high enough esteem that God writes them a letter. I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? I just don't see 7 churches on this realm that are worthy of God's affirmation. Hard to imagine. Hard to imagine. But I do see so many people that are doing the devil's work that are certainly well within the categorization of an antichrist. Look at that Grammy Award deal. That guy's an antichrist. How could he not be? You know, he has thousands of followers that he leads away from Christ. So, I mean, Madonna, same thing. We got plenty of people vying for leader of the underworld here in our times. Lots of people fighting for that position. You know, Soros, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Geordie Rose. There's names that we don't even know that are out there manipulating the levers of society. Oh gosh, yeah, that's coming. Well, it's a huge money. Gog and technology, Magog is money, and those two are working right now like that against us. Fight against the money system, see what happens. Try and push back against technology, see what happens. We don't have any choices. You know, what are your choices for for communications these days? You know how hard it is these days to get just a cellular phone that's just for making phone calls and can do simple text. That's not a smartphone. They ain't hard to find because they want you on these devices. They want you on these boxes, and they control you with that and your money. Gog and Magog, technology versus money, and they work together. A dumb phone, right? You can't get a dumb phone no more. You know, it's just they're just herding us into a box. They've been doing it for a long time, tightening the screws, bringing the fence in. That's how they catch those feral hogs. They just put up 1 or 2 sections a day, leave them phone there, food, and they just keep putting a section, and then they get it all put up, and boom, close the door on them. That's what they've done to us. They've trapped us like a bunch of feral pigs. Your friends obviously never had the plot if they think you've lost it. Yeah, it's hard for people to look around. And the thing for me, the cognitive dissonance people have just about the structures around the world that are unexplained. They just look at them and go, oh, cool. What? Who built that? Oh, me. Wow. Slaves, huh? And everybody goes, yeah, that's what happened, slaves. So, I mean, the cognitive dissonance that they've programmed into people, it's just, wow. I watched a program the other day, and it was talking about these guys are debunking all the Egyptian stuff. There's this one guy that's the head Egyptian guy, and they're going against him, going, dude, this is bull, man. What you're saying, what you're doing. Oh, there's a big fight. They had a big argument and stuff. And that guy says, I am the final word on Egyptology, you know. And right after it is one of their propaganda films about over 20,000 years ago, this and this. And it's like, you just see a program where they're being debunked, boom, boom, boom. And then right after they run a program about all the wrong stuff that they're wrong about. They don't. They have zero inquisitive. They're not inquisitive at all. And the most nefarious thing ever was that thumbs up button. Most nefarious. I swear. I think that was one of the biggest psyops ever. The thumbs up. People will do just about anything for those likes. They will do it. You look at the pornography, you look at the TikTok, you look at Instagram, all the things those people do for the thumbs up. You're the best. Well, the funny thing about those massive buildings and those structures, no family has a lineage of my great uncle or grandfather helped build that. They helped build it, man. They were there. It was so cool. He took my mom and dad when they were kids. There's no stories like that. That is the most nefarious psyop invention is the thumbs up. Look what it's done with social media. If the thumbs up button wasn't there, think about it. If there wasn't an option to say you like it or you dislike it, or to receive positive affirmation or negative affirmation, if that option wasn't there, comments weren't there, it was just your statements, and nobody could go thumbs up or thumbs down, what would have happened? They knew. You have to have a trigger. You have to have that carrot, you know. They've been working on us a long time with this stuff, man. A long time. But hey, here we are. At least we know, right? At least we are paying a little bit of attention. Just steer clear of it, right? Oh, I think my last video, I was talking about how for 2 months, every contractor I worked with, every service company I had employed, whether it be my garbage collection, my water softener, whatever, whether I was doing that bathroom, getting my generator, the air conditioner, nothing went right. Everybody dropped the ball on me. It was tough. And so I had a neurology appointment the other day, and as I'm heading into town, it just hits me. I'm like, this is not going to work out. Something's going to go wrong here. And I get there, and I sign in, and I sit there for about 15 minutes. And they go, Mr. Gartman. Yes. They should have called you. You should have had this rescheduled. We tried to call you, and the first thing it is, no, here's my phone logs. Y'all did not try to call me. I said, y'all called and scheduled me an ambulatory EEG for March 27th. She goes, yes, and they should have canceled that then. I said, she didn't. And so that just happens to me. It just keeps happening to me. People not communicating. And that's okay. It is sure helping with my patience. This shit they knew about the subconscious, etc. 90 years ago, shit, man. You got to think back to the Tibetan monks and their chanting and their mental abilities. Was just, we don't know because that's Armageddon past. We'll never know and understand that. You know, Solomon's use of frequency, he could bind the demons with frequency and put them to work forever and ever. I'd see those cathedrals and I'd see those buildings and go, man, those people didn't have nothing else to do but make ornaments and patterns on these buildings. They just had nothing else to do because they went to town on the patterns. And then I found out, oh shit, those are cymatic patterns. They probably had a bowl or a bell and dum, start a frequency in that building, hermetically filling that building with a perfect frequency. Like going through a car wash of healing. Walk in the front door and have vibration all around you, and walk out the back door and you feel 100% better. Energy generating stations. I want to know what all that shit was. Yeah, like church bells, like all kinds of organs, church bells, chanting. Just the human voice can put those frequencies out there. 432, 528. Right, my hometown too. From all over town, you could hear the church bells on Sunday. I don't hear any church bells here where I live. I don't hear any. Kind of weird, right? Think about that. Probably some lefty got a ordinance put in about sound levels on Sundays before a certain time. You know, I'm usually hungover on Sunday morning and them bells go off. That's a bunch of bull. Y'all can't be setting them off till after lunch. You know what I mean? What time is it? It's after 6. Oh, well, I better get going. Alexander's good talking to you. I sure appreciate it. Yeah, that's one of those things people need to pay attention in their community and see what's happening. Are their communities' church bells being silenced too? What's up? What's up with that? Okay, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Love everybody. Y'all have a good one. Good discernment. Good vibrations. Take care, y'all.